Hi, and welcome to British Dad Reacts. My name is John, and thank you for watching. Lots of types of music or tracks or things come along and sometimes cause great controversy in the music world. This happened in 1875 with Georges Bizet and the first performance of Carmen. This is the Toreador Song.
Seigneur, Seigneur, car avec les soldats, il est toreros et des sautadres, pour plaisir, soleil au bord, le cirque blanc, c'est jour de fête, le cirque blanc du autobar, le spectateur perdant la tête, les spectateurs sont le grand sposa la fidele, alle selle vette di courage, selle vette di joie di cœur, allons, regarde, allons, Toreador, regarde, Toreador, Toreador, et songe bien, oui, songe combattant, et les noirs de les gardes, et que l'amour t'attend, Toreador, l'amour t'attend.
This is a version of the Toreador Song, or the Toreador March, or the March of the Toreadors, by a famous Russian baritone, Dmitri Hvorostovsky, if I've pronounced that anywhere near correctly. Sadly, he's no longer with us, but he performed this at the Proms in the UK. There's a great tradition of the Proms that happen in London, a great musical event, cover all musical styles, it's not just sort of opera or classical music. Now this aria, I guess, has had a number of variations, and we'll kind of come back to that from film to sport. It's a crazy kind of mix of things, really. But it's one of those songs that just rouses the heart.
Silence, que c'est pas se dire. Plus de cris et de ça, plus de cris et de ça. Le taureau s'élance et bondissant, hors de courir. Il s'élance, il autre y frappe, un cheval roule, un trait à picanore. A bravo taureau, il est la foule, le taureau va, il vient, et la parole, c'est quoi, c'est pas de rire, planer les cours, la cirque blanc du sang, quand ce sang va franchir la grille, c'est un tour maintenant, allons, regarde, allons, songe combattant, que les noirs te regardent, et que l'amour t'attend, Toreador, Io qui so se come te e nei noir te regarde e che l'amor tata Toreador l'amor tata
Where do you get a voice like that? It's just, wow. There's a few things here, and there's lots of things, and I want to show a few videos because this particular track conjures up lots of things for me. Now, Dmitri Hvorostovsky, as I said there, obviously Russian. Strangely, kind of first came to fame when he won a singing competition in the UK. I think it was the Cardiff World Singer or something like that. And there he was performing at the last night of the Proms, which is one of the most famous musical celebrations in the United Kingdom. Now, obviously, Georges Bizet's opera, comique opera almost, sung in French there with some English subtitles, has all the kind of classic features. Don Jose falls for the lady Carmen, lets go of his current girlfriend, goes crazy for Carmen, quits the military. She ditches him for bad boy Toreador Escamillo, and then he, jilted, kills Carmen. That kind of opera type story. So, but what I want to do now is just to talk a little bit about, I guess, the song, how it was adapted and where it's been used and so forth. And as I say, it conjures up lots of memories for me because I remember seeing this performed. I was very fortunate to see it performed in, I think, 1995 at the Sydney Opera House. Incredible sound there. Let's start this and then I'll talk to you about it.
Thanks a lot, I'm sure glad to be where I can see so many friends of mine. How've I been doing? If you really want to know the truth, I'm doing fine. 17 decisions in a row, and only 5 on points, the rest was all KO. Jackson and Johnson, Murphy and Bronson, one by one they come and one by one to Dreamland they go. How's it done? You ask me how's it done? I got a trainer man who taught me all I know. Sure feels good to have him in my corner. Hear his voice a whispering low. Big boy, remember, you must remember. Stand up and fight until you hear the bell. Stand toe to toe, trade blow for blow. Keep punching till you make your punches tell. Show that crowd what you know.
Now that's from the reworked version with new lyrics from Oscar Hammerstein. And it's the musical from, I think, around 1955 called Carmen Jones. And this is Husky Miller, the boxer, returning and reworked to the song. And it's called Stand Up and Fight, or Stand with an apostrophe, up and fight. And I think this was the version I first heard. And I remember my mother singing it strangely. I can't remember the circumstances, but that's how I kind of remember it. Now, I think on reflection, the reason, partly the reason she was singing it was possibly because she'd seen the musical, and it was done as a stage show as well on kind of Broadway. But also my mother is Irish, and she's from the south of Ireland, Cork. And Cork is divided into 4 regions: Ulster, Munster, Leinster and Connacht. And Munster Rugby, their theme tune is this.
1, 2, 3.
That was the Ulster rugby team commemorating the loss of one of their coaches, Axel. So it's a kind of track that's been used in various situations and circumstances and has been adopted by various people. I guess what I want to do is bring it all back to the original. And this is a great organisation, Random Acts of Culture. Just watch this.
Votre tâche peut vous le rendre, signor, signor, car avec les soldats, oui, les toreadors peuvent s'entendre, pour plaisir, ils ont les combats. Le cirque est plein ce jour de fête, le cirque est plein du haut au bas. Les spectateurs perdent la tête, les spectateurs s'interpellent à Gravaco. Apostrophe, crissé tapage, poussé jusqu'à la fureur. Car c'est la fête du courage, c'est la fête des gens de cœur. Allons, en garde, allons, allons. Toreador, en garde, Toreador, Toreador. Et songe bien, oui, songe en combattant, que no te regarde, et que l'amour t'attend, Toreador, l'amour t'attend.
This apparently was at Reading Market in Philadelphia by the Philadelphia Operatic Choral Society or group. And they did one of the flash mobs. And I love these flash mobs. They just, I think I love them because they're kind of so impactful and the reactions on people's faces. And I say that because I was at a kind of a flash mob once, or was startled by a flash mob. Strange kind of story. I was at the at an event at the Opera House in Paris when it was closed. There was a kind of a dinner and blah, blah, blah. And then as the kind of dessert was starting, somebody just kind of stood up on a chair and started singing. And then other members of the Operatic Society kind of popped up. And there's this kind of like shock at first and looking around and what's going on. And then just hearing this incredible sound of their voices. So I know that kind of feeling of the flash mob. And I love how you bring that music to people. It just, I don't know, just kind of works for me. Anyway, a long story around one aria from Georges Bizet's 1875 opera, Carmen. Thank you so much for watching.